Welcome to the Caddo Convos, the podcast that explores the vibrant community of businesses thriving in Caddo Office Reimagined. We're here to shine a light on the incredible entrepreneurs and professionals who make the most of our private offices, co-working spaces, and day office rentals in the Dallas-Fort Worth suburbs. Join us as we share their stories, celebrate their successes, and dive into the benefits of working in a space that's close to home but offers so much more than working from home. Let's get started with today's conversation. Joining me today on the Caddo Convos is Colleen Mier with Foundation for Choice. Colleen, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me today.
So let's tell everybody all about how you help your customers.
We are a foundation that works with high school students, juniors and seniors, and we match them with one-to-one mentors. Most of them are underserved youth in the North Texas community. They have a lot of potential, not a lot of support at home. So our mentors work through a 27-week curriculum, and they meet with them once a week for about 30 minutes to help them with career readiness and college acceptance. We work on soft skills, we work on confidence, we work on goal setting to understand life after high school. So they're not graduating with nothing, but they have some form of an idea, either going to college, trade school, something so that they can have a successful life.
So how did this get started?
About 10 years ago, Jessica and Blake Bartnick started this foundation. Blake was a first-generation college student, and he understood how difficult it was when you first leave high school. They have no idea what they're doing, and there was no guidance for him. So they started this, and they started with about 25 students, and now we're working with about 400.
How about that? So locally started, and there was a need.
Yes.
That's usually how these start, is there was a need.
There's always a need.
Oh, yeah, that's great. And so how does someone get started with your program?
Well, they can contact us or look on our website and apply to be a mentor. It's a pretty easy process. We take care of all the training. We help them with matching the students. We help them with their background checks. And all they really have to do, because there's a curriculum, is to show up and build a relationship. That's as easy as that.
Who are the ideal participants on both sides?
We pick students that have, like I said, a lot of potential, not a lot of structure at home, have a high attendance rate, not necessarily looking for good grades because we help them understand the importance of those as they continue with the program, but definitely a high attendance rate. And we work with the school administration to understand our students. We go through an interview process with them to make sure they have the potential and the drive to want to complete the program for 27 weeks. But it's not hard to find those kids. It's kind of each campus, we typically have 75 to 100, and we only take 25 per campus. So it's kind of hard to weed out.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch them. So we offer other programs in addition to that, just to make sure we're touching and impacting more lives.
You mentioned campuses. Where are these locations you're sourcing from?
Typically in North Texas, DISD. We're working in Port Aransas next year, so we're expanding. We're hopeful to get into other districts besides DISD, but currently this particular school year, it's all in DISD.
Interesting. So that's the relationship you have is sourcing from the different campuses there.
Yes.
All high school campuses or other,
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. How do you find your mentors?
We'd like to network around. It's pretty easy to find them. A lot of people want to help and they want to impact lives. And because we have set up a program for them that they just have to show up, we make it very easy. We get them from all over, all ages. All the way from college graduates, college students, all the way to retirees, right, and anywhere in between.
And I like how Choice Mentors is your acronym, which is consider how one individual changes everything. Yes. What a brilliant name.
Right?
Because it is so powerful. When someone just decides to help others, they can. Yeah. And you make that possible. So again, kind of sourcing, is there certain types of people with specialties, special knowledge? What types of maybe career types?
We do look for particular career types in our second type of mentoring. Throughout the program, we match the students, their mentee and mentors, with a business champion, we call them.
Okay.
And they go on a job shadow, and they ask questions, and they understand if they want to be an engineer. hey, how did you become an engineer? What did you study? Where did you go to school? What was your path, your process? They also work through some conflict resolution skills in the professional setting, very different than the personal.
Yes.
And then that business champion interviews the student to help them understand what it's like to be in that particular role. And so we look for specifics for like engineers, nurses, depending on the student's aptitude or something that they perhaps want to do or look into doing as they get older.
Where would you say your greatest need from a career type is?
This year was healthcare. Last year happened to be engineers. And I think next year we'll probably lean more into IT type jobs. And a lot of these students have an idea of what they want, but they don't know an engineer can do lots of other things. Instead of just working at Texas Instruments, we had engineers working at, let's say, McKesson. They studied to be an engineer, but they went to a job into supply chain. So that's just an understanding of I can still be an engineer, but I have all these options beyond being just working at perhaps Texas Instruments.
So tell me, everyone loves a good story. Tell me a couple, or let's just start with one success story. You know, it can be, I'd love to hear both sides, you know, from a parent and bringing their child in, and then someone who is also a mentor.
Okay, so one of the students, I've been working here about 2 years that I started working with, he didn't want to go to school at all. Yeah. He really it was too much, too overwhelming to understand the process. But once I sat down with him and talked to him, we helped understand the importance of grades and the importance of getting a better SAT score and just building that confidence in him. And currently, he is a full ride to Cornell.
Wow. Okay. That's a high level of success.
Yes. So, and he comes back and he'll talk to students from time to time, and he helps them understand the importance of the program. We have other students that come back and mentor for us. They go through the program, they understand the need, and they come back and say, hey, this is what happened with me. This is how well it worked. This is why you need to do and help. Yeah.
Who better to hear, you know, a success story from than someone who is, by their own terms, has succeeded in the program. What's the youngest age you accept applicants?
21.
21. Okay. That's for mentors?
Yeah, that's for mentors.
Okay.
And the students we work with are just juniors and seniors.
Okay.
And hopeful to grow to include sophomores and freshmen.
Right. But helping where the need is greatest.
Yes.
Yeah, because they're knocking on the door of their future profession at that point. That's wonderful. So is there a good start time? It's 27 weeks, which is about a half a year. When is a good, let's say I'm a parent and I want my child involved, or I'm a sophomore in high school. I know next year I'm hearing about this through the podcast. How do I put this on my calendar to get started?
We start the program, all of them begin at the first week of October. And then they take the breaks like Thanksgiving break, Christmas break, and go through about end of April, those 27 weeks. And we, again, train everybody and make sure everyone's on the same week to make it a little bit easier to run that many students and that many mentors at the same time. We also are offering some summer workshops this year for rising juniors and rising seniors to help understand in more of a condensed process if they don't think that they can go through the program for 27 weeks.
Interesting. That's terrific. How do we find you?
You can find us at info@foundationforchoice.org. That's our email. Or you can give us a call at 214-597-2290.
Why do you do this?
I've been an educator for 20 years. I have worked in the public school system as a general education teacher and special ed, and I was making an impact because I enjoyed that. But I wanted to make a greater impact because I saw a greater need as they got older. And I really do enjoy working with high school students. They are a lot of fun.
Yeah, they are. A lot of energy.
Yes.
So you're here at you have an office here at the Caddo office, Reimagine Maple Shade location in Plano.
Correct.
Why did you choose Caddo?
I like the community here.
Yeah.
And it is friendly and it's fun and everybody is very kind and helpful. You feel right at home as soon as you walk in the door.
That's excellent. Parting thoughts. What would you say to anyone wanting to get involved in the program?
Just consider the two different types of mentors we have. If you think 27 weeks is too much Then we also have the business champions, and those are just 3 phone calls and job shadowing with a student for maybe a couple hours. We also offer a lot of other things. If your company or your business wants to be involved, just give us a call and we can work something out. I can be very creative.
Excellent. Well, Colleen, thank you for joining me on the Caddo Convos and sharing this important information with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us today on the Caddo Convos podcast. A huge shout out to our incredible network of members for making our community vibrant and supportive. If you're looking to boost your productivity and reduce the isolation of working from home, consider joining us at Caddo Office Reimagine. Our spaces are designed to meet your evolving needs, support remote work, and foster a sense of community that's hard to find at home. Whether you're a startup aiming for growth, a freelancer seeking a professional setting, or a company looking to optimize resources, Caddo offers a perfect blend of flexibility and innovation. By joining us, you'll be a part of a dynamic business ecosystem that helps you thrive. For more information, visit caddooffices.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on Caddo Convos.